What's up, everyone? Welcome into the Cannonballs podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Dane Cannon. Co-hosting with me today is
your boy, Jake Bowles on the microphone.
And guys, week 6 is here. We have our week 6 predictions. If you guys haven't already, please check out our power rankings and our week 5 recap. A lot of good information if you want to just follow what we talk about. Guys, check out our Instagram here. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on. Anything you can and do to help the channel grow, we would greatly appreciate. Jake, you have anything to add before we get going?
No, we're week 6. Almost halfway done with the season. But I'm ready for week 6 predictions. We're going to try to power through this. Yeah. We are tied with our predictions. I don't know what the exact number is, but we are tied. So let's see if we have any different picks this week. So we forgot to do Thursday night on our last episode. So I don't know when this is going to be out, but it'll probably be maybe by Thursday. Hopefully it's Thursday. We'll see. So if you're watching this is Thursday night, which is tonight, hopefully. So Thursday night, goddamn, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at home for the Denver Broncos. Not going to complicate this one. I'm taking the Chiefs. I also picked them in my early predictors, and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs as well. I think the Denver Broncos are on one of the biggest losing streaks versus a divisional opponent, and that would happen to be the Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs don't have good talent, the Broncos have a subpar defense. So, yeah, I'm going Chiefs at home.
All right. Shocker. All right. London game for the 3rd week in a row. I think it's the final one. Or is this Germany?
This one might be Germany.
Shoot. I'm trying to find out. Hold up. Oh, no. This one's in Tottenham. So it is England, but it's in a different English stadium. Different city. All right. Interesting. Early game, 6:30 in the morning for us. But we got the Tennessee Titans for quote-unquote home for the Baltimore Ravens. This is a pretty interesting matchup. Tennessee and the Ravens have kind of built a fun little rivalry with each other. Take it away, Dan. I need to think about this one.
This one's definitely going to be a defensive battle. I think both defenses are going to perform really well. I do worry about the offenses on both sides of the ball. I will say this, if the Ravens wide receiving core plays the way that they did this last week, then I think the Titans are going to win because they were dropping passes left and right. However, I am going to go Ravens. I think that overall, I trust the talent a little bit more on both sides of the ball. Even though this is technically a home game for the Titans, both teams are traveling across the pond. So give me the Ravens.
Yeah. I picked the Ravens in my early predictors. Both these teams are coming off a loss, but Ravens can't afford to lose 2 in a row in that division. It's going to be a tough one, though. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park by any means. So I'm also going to go Ravens.
For sure.
All right, next game, regular American time. We got the first game. We got the Washington Commanders traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. This one might be a sneaky good game. Early predictors, I took the Falcons. And you know what? Damn.
There are some games this week that are a little bit tough.
This one's tough because the Commanders are coming off a pretty bad loss. And, it's kind of hard to trust Desmond Ridder. I mean, it's very hard to trust Desmond Ridder. But if the Falcons could play like they did last week, I think they'll dominate the Commanders. Ooh. I think I'm going to go with the Commanders here. I think they get back on track.
All right. So I will say that I think Washington does have a better overall offense, but I am going to go with the home team. So we are already going to differ in a pick. I'm going to pick the Falcons at home. I think that the Falcons can easily run on the Washington defense. I think with the way that the Commanders' pass defense has been also, I think Desmond Ridder can have a somewhat similar game as he did last week. I think this will be a relatively high scoring game. I think it'll be like the mid 20s for each side. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I might change that one. That one's very hard for me. I have to think about that one all episode. I might change that one later in the episode, guys. But for now, I'm going to stick with the Commanders. Next game, we got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to the Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got, Dane?
For this one, this is actually going to be a really high scoring game, I think. I think both teams are going to be able to put up points on the opposing defense, especially if Joe Burrow is able to kind of replicate what he did against Arizona. If he is getting healthier, that is a good sign. Seattle's pass rush hasn't been the best. They do have some talent on the defensive side of the ball. I think that they have more talent to slow down Jamar Chase than the Arizona Cardinals did. But overall, it's kind of tough. Cincinnati's defense is good, but they have been out there a lot. So this could be a closer game than maybe some people think. I am going to go Bengals at home. I think that they kind of build off of the momentum that they had against Arizona. I think Joe Burrow kind of looks somewhat similar. At least I hope he does. But I think this is going to be a close one. Seattle very easily could win this one, but I'm going to go Bengals.
Yep. So I'm trying to look at this Seattle defensive rankings because for some reason I thought they were like pretty low.
So according to NFL.com, their overall defense is ranked 8th.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Okay. Let me see. You got this off NFL.com?
Yes. Yeah, that's where I got the rankings. So the offenses, it's funny, according to NFL.com, it's the 28th ranked offense in the Bengals versus the 29th ranked offense in the Seattle Seahawks. 8th defense in the Seahawks versus the 23rd in the Bengals. But I think the Bengals, that's because the offense was so pitiful, so they were always out there. 23rd ranked passing offense in the Bengals versus the 29th, and rushing, the Bengals are 30th versus the 24th in the Seahawks.
Yeah, so Seahawks are kind of in the bottom. I knew they were not that great on defense. Yeah, I'm going to go Bengals as well. I think man, Jamar Chase might have himself another game. He's going to have to. This is a good Seahawks team. But where they struggle, like you said, is on the defensive side of the ball, especially passing. And that's what the Bengals are good at. But, man, the Bengals need to protect Joe, or this might be an ugly game. So,
yep.
Yeah,
agreed.
I'm going to go Bengals as well.
Agreed. I definitely think that the offensive line needs to step up.
All right, next game. Ooh, this one's going to be fun. We got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And, Anthony Richardson's going to be out of this game, unfortunately. Otherwise, I probably would have taken the Colts here for the upset. But.
I mean, the Colts did get the upper hand in the first one. I think that since it is a division opponent, I kind of think that it balances itself out. Plus, Jacksonville's at home here. It's not in Indianapolis. I think the Jags are a little bit healthier than the Colts, and because of that, I'm going Jags.
Damn. I think I'm going to go Colts here.
All right, 2-0, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I like it.
Yeah, it's probably a bad pick, and it's probably going to put me behind. But I don't know. I just really like the Colts so far.
Well, we also differed on the Commanders and Falcons game, so we're differing on 2 games already. I like it.
All right. Let's see if I can get the lead. All right, next game. Oh God, Carolina at Miami. Not gonna complicate it. I got the Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins as well.
All right, next game. Oh man, we got the Vikings, 1-4 Vikings traveling to the 1-4 Chicago Bears. You know, the Vikings really need to win this game. My early predictors, I had the Vikings winning. I'm a little bit less confident in this one, but I still think the Vikings are the better team. But they're going to be without Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting because I think the Bears are also without Khalil Herbert, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, and Roschon Johnson.
Yeah, so both teams are dealing with injuries here. I do think Kirk Cousins is a better passer of the football. I do like the talent more of Justin Fields. The Bears are at home. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair. I think this game could be in the 30s for each side, honestly. If DJ Moore performs how he did against the Commanders, I think the Bears will take this, but I'm going to go Vikings. I think that they're able to piece it together even without Justin Jefferson. I think Jordan Addison can get going a little bit. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, you know, they need to win this game. They desperately need to win this game. If the alarm isn't already on and if they lose this game, it needs to be on full blast, but I'm going Vikings as well. Reluctantly.
Right. Yeah, this one's kind of a toss-up. I think it could go either way, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Especially the way both these teams play. All right, next game. This one's going to be fun, I believe. We got the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Houston Texans. Who you got, Dane?
This one's interesting. I really think the Texans are outperforming expectations. I think the Saints, you know, Derek Carr is still kind of dealing with that AC joint injury. He hasn't been passing the ball down the field. I think the Saints have an overall better defense. They have been utilizing Alvin Kamara and Kendre Miller a little bit more in tandem since Alvin Kamara got back, which I kind of like to see. I don't know about Chris Olave. I don't know if he's going to miss this game. So that could also be a factor. The Texans are at home. This one's another toss-up. Like, there's a lot of tough games this week. I like the Saints defense more. I think CJ Stroud is better than a unhealthy Derek Carr. If Derek Carr was healthy, I would probably go Derek Carr, but he could always put up a dud of a game. Ooh, man, this one's tough. I think I'm actually going to go Texans at home, though. I think that they play upset. If it is an upset, I think that the Saints might be favored a little bit more. But I'm going to go Texans at home with a healthy quarterback. Especially if Chris Olave's out. You know, Michael Thomas, he's good. 3 years removed from being the offensive player of the year, but he hasn't been like dominant by any means.
I do want to go Texans. I do. I like what they've been doing, but I'm going to go with the Saints here. I think that defense has another great game. So I'm going to go Saints here.
All right.
Damn. I think this is the most we've disagreed on so far.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Next game. Oh, God. We got the New England Patriots traveling to the Las Vegas Raiders. And early predictors, I picked the Patriots to win here. Bill Belichick is like notorious for beating coaches from his coaching tree. And that's the only thing that makes me want to take the Patriots here. But the Raiders aren't that special. I think the defense of the Patriots is better. But I think the Raiders can get after Mac Jones and make him make enough mistakes. Oh, God, this one's hard. This one's very hard. Mediocre versus mediocre. You know what? I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm taking the Patriots. I think they have a bounce back game. I do.
Yeah, like you said, the coaching dynamic and like the coaching tree, I think Bill Belichick kind of knows his disciples pretty well. I'm actually going to go Patriots as well. I think Ramondre Stevenson could actually have a first time this season good game. The Raiders' rush defense isn't anything elite. I do worry about Mac Jones' production, but I'm going to go Patriots as well.
That's an ugly one. I will not be surprised if the Raiders win.
I won't either.
All right, next game. This one should be fun. We got the Detroit Lions traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The surprising Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this is going to be a good game. I do. But I think the Lions are still a better team. So for that, I'm going to go with the Lions.
I'm going to ride the hot hand as well. I'm going Detroit Lions. Even though it is away, I don't think Jared Goff has as good of a game as he did this last week at home against Carolina. But I think that the Lions just have more talent all around. And is Mike Evans still dealing with the hamstring?
Yep.
If he is, then
I think he is.
Then yeah, I'm going Lions.
They had the bye, so the Lions are dealing with kind of injuries though. I mean, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Brian Branch, Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, and they lost Emmanuel Mosley on the last game. And I don't know if we ever talked about it, but
I do expect Amon-Ra St. Brown to be back though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions. But you know what? I would not be surprised in the slightest if the Bucs play upset.
I wouldn't be surprised either. They've been performing a lot better than I gave them credit for.
Mm-hmm. All right, next game. We got a good one. We got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to the Los Angeles Rams. Oh, you know what? Hold up. Sorry. I've missed one game on the 10 o'clock.
You did. Your boys.
Yeah. Let's go back to that. We got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Cleveland Browns. This is going to be a tough matchup against that defense, but I don't think that offense of the Cleveland Browns can hang with the 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers here.
I'm going 49ers as well. The long distance travel could play a factor going from West Coast to East Coast, or like not the exact East Coast, but it's a decent amount of travel. It could play a factor, but with the way that the 49ers have been playing, I can't bet against them. They are just dominant. So I'm going 49ers as well.
Yeah. They better freaking triple team Myles Garrett. Just saying. All right, let's go back to the other game. I believe it was the Arizona Cardinals.
Correct.
Yeah, so we got the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. I think this is going to be a sneaky good game, especially with the Cardinals have been playing. Both of these teams, I was talking about it in a couple episodes ago. They're pretty similar. Young talent, not household names. More so on the Arizona side. I mean, you still got Cooper Kupp on the Rams, but
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Aaron Donald. Both of these teams are coming off losses. I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to go the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to go Rams as well at home. I think that this game will be a deciding factor of like 3 points or less. Honestly, I think that Josh Dobbs is going to keep this competitive. I just really like the firepower on the Rams offensive side of the ball. And I think the Rams defense has been performing better than expected. I think the Cardinals are in the same boat, but not to the extent of the Rams. So give me the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Next game. Yikes. All right. We got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the New York Jets. If there's going to be a defense that can stop the Eagles, it's going to be the Jets. Or they're going to be one of the defenses that can stop the Eagles, especially since the Eagles have not been playing their best football. If this game was decided by defense, I would pick the Jets here.
Yeah,
but it's not. There's two sides of the ball. And Zach Wilson's going to have a good game. I think he could, because I think that Eagles defense is beatable. I don't think they're crazy elite, but Zach Wilson's gonna have to bring his A game. I can't trust him though, so I'm going the Eagles.
I'm in the same boat. I'm going Eagles as well. I think I like the Jets defense more as of this far this year, but I think the deciding factor is Zach Wilson. I don't think that he's going to be able to put up the points to compare with the Eagles defense, or the Eagles offense, excuse me. So I think it could be closer than people may give it credit for, but I am going to go Philadelphia.
Yeah, Eagles are like middle of the pack in passing defense.
Yeah.
And they're not that great on the ground either. They're middle of the pack. All right. Yeah. No, I'm going Eagles. Sorry. I got a little bit carried away. All right. Monday night, NFL. If you're listening to this, I know you're not. And I forgot to change the little banner once again.
All good. Who cares?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of that. Monday night, if you're listening to this, or NFL, if you're listening to this, please, for the love of God, flex this game. This is Sunday night. Yeah, we have the Giants traveling to the Buffalo Bills. Not going to complicate. This might be the easiest pick of all time. I'm going Bills here.
I'm going Bills as well. It's going to be a massacre, especially. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not going to explain Bills.
Maybe Saquon will be back, but I doubt it. Actually, he might have a good chance. This one is actually a good primetime game. Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. Cowboys are coming off an ugly, ugly loss. Chargers are rest up. And it's funny because I picked the Chargers to win this game in my early predictors. I'll let you take it away.
So I had to convince you in the early predictors because I said the deciding factor for me during the preseason, because I expected the defense to be better than it is. But I said because Kellen Moore came from that team, he knows how Dan Quinn runs the defense, so he's going to know the weaknesses of that defense, which still could be true. I think that the Chargers offense could score. They should be getting players back. They should be getting Austin Eckler back this game. They should be getting Joey Bosa back, Derwin James back. So they're going to be a little bit healthier, hopefully. But I'm still going to go Cowboys. I just don't trust my boys this year. They're very up and down. Like they can keep it close, but they're not great. They're not great at anything they do. They're good, like in some things. But yeah, I'm gonna go Dallas. I mean, Dallas is going to show up. It's going to be a home game for Dallas. The Chargers fans aren't going to be there, so home field advantage doesn't mean shit. I think it could be a decently high scoring game. I think it could be like mid-20s for both teams, but give me the Cowboys.
Dane,
what's up?
Would you be shocked to hear that according to NFL.com, the Chargers are ranked 9th in passing and rushing defense?
Yes, I would be very surprised to hear that.
That's what they're ranked at.
That's insane. There's no way because their passing defense is atrocious. Their run defense is actually better this year than it was last year. Last year it was like the worst in the NFL. Like this year it's been decent, but like their passing defense has been terrible. 9th? That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that is shocking to me. I was not expecting that at all. Damn. Wow. Dude, I really want to go with the Chargers here. Let me see an avenue for the path of the Chargers winning. I mean, they have a good O-line. They have a great O-line. They have a top 5 unit. If they can neutralize Micah, if they can neutralize DeMarcus Lawrence, what's his name? DeMarcus Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yeah. They can neutralize him. Really just that pass rush. Is there anybody injured for the Cowboys?
Trayvon Diggs out for the year.
Yeah. Kavontae Turpin, Donovan Wilson, CJ Goodwin, Leighton Vander Esch. And there's no injuries for the Chargers. I mean, we already know about Mike Williams, so that was like 3 weeks ago. You know what? I'm going Chargers here. I think the Chargers are a better offensive team. And, they have that. I like the Kellen Moore thing. I like that idea. I think he is going to want to show out and that he's a better play caller than McCarthy. And, the Cowboys, they got beat up pretty bad. They're probably still recovering. They'll probably still be recovering by next Monday or by this Monday. So, they're in a tough schedule, or a little slate. I think they got the Eagles next, or the Patriots, one of those two. But I'm gonna go Chargers, man. I think they can win. I don't know if they will. The Chargers always let me down. Yeah. I will not be in confidence picks. Let's just say I'm picking this out of 1, but yeah. I think the Chargers can win. So
I think they can win also, which is why my preseason prediction was that Kellen Moore was going to know this defense. It was going to help the offense. I just haven't been as high on the Chargers this year because I don't know, man. It just hasn't looked the prettiest. Like, I want to see them look dominant, and they haven't looked dominant in years. Like, every game that they've won, it's a close game, and that's a fact for Chargers fans.
Character.
Yeah, it builds a lot of character, and it causes heart attacks and stress. But either way, I think it'll be a fun matchup. I think it'll be a lot more competitive than the 49ers in Dallas game. I think it'll be a lot closer. But yeah, wait and see. That is going to do it for week 6. Yeah, week 7.
Yeah, no, week 6, and we differ on 4 different games.
The most we've differed on.
It's maybe one of us will get really ahead, none of us won't. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I still might change that Washington Commanders pick, but you know what? Let's just make things interesting, and I'll keep it. But sure. Yeah, that is our predictions. Don't bet on them. Unless you want to. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you for listening. Good luck to your teams. And as always, peace.